See how much trouble I'll get us into tonight.
Just a personal goal.
I was about to say, can I be a judge? Is trouble factor?
Oh, I'll always get myself in trouble. I'm good at that. Trouble's my middle name, you know that.
But how would you know if you brought him to the I'm just here for you, that's all I'm saying.
When I hear my wife down the hall.
Yes.
All right. Is everyone in? No, still working on it?
Yeah, still working on it. You said some of them could be first name and last name?
It's first name dash, last name dash, RSC. Who's not been able to get in? You can't get in, Anthony?
Well, I got a system.
System recovery.
Yeah, first name.
He broke it.
You hacker, you. Ryan, you're in? Marshall? It's Marshall dash your last name dash RSC. Are you in now? Okay. Everyone at least in and getting your stuff started up?
Yes, my Windows is starting.
Restart later. Yep.
Just keep going down.
CIT script.
No, wow. Right there.
Right, that's quick. Yeah, script.
Thank you.
Then whenever you get the powers up, just go right there. Tell it open console. Go to your name again. Just open console. Yeah.
All right. Is everyone there? Yes.
Yeah.
You getting there?
I'm there.
Slowly but surely?
No, I'm actually on there now.
Okay, on your desktop, I have a folder called Data Files. Inside of Data Files, I want you to go through, scroll through to Chapter 1 and then Exercises. Because this is where you're going to save your exercises as we go along for the chapters. Because you're going to be building inside those exercises in the tools and stuff that you need. Like your examples and stuff are going to be through in here. If you have projects, data files and stuff will be in here. Stuff that's in the chapter, like Don's Pizza, that you'll be. If we did that through the chapter, that's where it would be. So, your exercises, this is where we're going to start with. It asks you, yes, Karen.
Right. It did say in the text to put the that Don's Pizza in a different file, not the exercises. It said to put it actually in the chapter.
It is in the chapter area.
Right.
Yeah, I already have that done for y'all.
Okay.
Thanks.
I did a lot of work for y'all. Yes, Ryan.
We're logged in when we click on start.
I got
Jose. Yes.
Did you mention last week that we should validate any of those that we do, any of those files? You know, it tells, the text tells you to go into, when you get done with Don's Pizza, you're supposed to go to the website and, is validate the right word?
Oh, make sure that they work.
Basically, it checks for errors and all that sort of thing. Should we do that with all the exercises? Is that, or no?
I do that.
Oh, you don't want us to?
You can if you want, but I check it, so.
Okay.
I give you credit if you submit it, so. Why waste your time?
Huh?
Why waste your time?
Because I can make errors. That's why.
Well, you'll know if it doesn't work, right? Okay.
Actually,
Oh, no, that's okay. All right. Now that we're all there, what we're going to do. You there?
Sorry, it's down
Go ahead.
forever, it wouldn't go.
Okay. We're going to open up a text document. And we're going to start on line 1. I'm going to start with exercise 1-1. And I'm going to explain what we do. What I'm doing here, this first line, if I can type, what that first line does, did I get it right? XMLNS? Okay. Is it saying this can be parsed for XML file? Okay, that this web page can use XML. Huh?
For the visually impaired, where is that in here?
Exercise 1-1,
Exercise 1B.
page 56.
There it is.
See if I can't make this a little bit bigger for y'all. Can y'all see that a little bit better?
Yeah.
No?
Not really.
It's page 56.
That better?
Can you make the text larger?
That's what I'm trying to do. You. I'm trying to see if I can't make this text any bigger. That could be why. That help a little bit.
Oh, there we go. Go in the white space, right click. Properties.
Properties.
Properties. Font.
There we go. That better? Okay. Then we're going to start with our head. And all this does is mean it's the head section of the program before we get to the body. Okay? In the head, you usually start with your title. In this case, we do. And it's going to be,
Azerbaijan,
I'm glad you can say it.
because it's just fun to say.
And then you close your title out. Then we're going to put in some edit information. Yeah, in just a second. Let me get through this. Do it that way so you can actually see everything.
I gave up, it's not letting me.
European way?
And then what we'll do, we have the body. We'll close out our body tag. And then we'll close out our HTML.
Dead. Puts us on its corpse.
Do it. And then what we'll do is we're going to come over here. We're going to do a file save as. When it comes up, I'm going to go to my desktop. Go into my data files. Go to chapter 1. Go to exercises. And we're going to name this. I'm just saving it earlier. AZERBAIGAN.html. Go figure. All right. Now,
I'm sorry, I still cannot read that. It's so light.
it's so light.
Yeah.
You can make it bold.
That's a good idea. Oh,
There you
nice.
go.
Thank you. That makes
Make it easier for everybody. Okay,
Azerbaijan dot what?
HTML.
Dot HTML.
Okay, now all I did is I went ahead and saved. I went to step 3 before I did step 2, and the reason I did that is so that I have this document already there. There's absolutely nothing in this document. All we've done is create a header. We've created a blank HTML document that says my content type if I could type, my content type is going to be an HTML document with my character set being equivalent to the ISO 8859-1, the ISO standard 8859-1 character set. That's all it's saying. So that it knows that it's uniform worldwide. That's all I told it. Pretty simple, right? Have I lost anyone so far?
Should our text, like where it says content dash type, is a different color? Mine's just same color.
You have an extra space in there?
Save it as a .html file.
Yeah, if you just say that Azerbaijan, that HTML, it'll change it. So that should be
Yeah, I've like I said, I've already changed mine. I skipped step 2, so mine may look a little different than y'all's right now.
You save it as what?
I saved it as save as, and when it asks you the title of it, it's Azerbaijan.html. That's step 3 on exercise.11. What we're going to do is I'm just take you through exercise 1 tonight, just so you kind of get a flow of how to do these correctly, so that you know what to do this weekend. And if we have to start slowly going through these, we will. All right? I want to make sure y'all grasp these concepts. I know this is very basic, but it's getting the information across you need. I'm going to go ahead and start typing in section 2. So how's everyone coming on it? You got it?
We'll see.
Y'all save it? Then just right click on it in the white space and say view in browser, and it should look like that. Well, if I could spell republic.
That's a
Yeah, can you
technicality.
skip something?
You skipped, should say Republic of Azerbaijan, and then it should be a line break, and then it go ethnic groups.
Yeah, you just ethnic groups.
Still,
You get the idea.
did y'all get the point? And that's all you. That's how you build a basic web page. And that's basically what you're taking. What it's taking you through. And when you get into exercise 5, that's when we start getting those links, where you start linking into your style sheets. I want y'all to take a look real quick at exercise 5. Just look at it. I want you to look at step 6, where we have link rel, which is the relationship, style sheet. You're saying what type of relationship it is. Hyperreference, you're saying what the style sheet is, superbowl_styles.css, and what type it is, a text/CSS. It's a text document, but it's a style sheet. Okay?
Where is this?
Exercise 5,
Page 60.
page 61.
Oh, I thought you meant like step 5 in this one, I'm sorry.
Okay. Then, let's see here. On exercise 6, you're going to start writing in JavaScript. Okay. Step 3, you're going to start writing in CData, which means it's non-parsed. You're going to write straight JavaScript in there. You're not going to be linking anything. So you're going to write it with inside the script header. Well, inside the script header, you'll write your name, current date. I could care less about that because I know what it is when you do the drop down. Okay, so you can skip where it has this script type. As far as your name and your current date, the comment area, but you will need to put inside the script type text dash or slash JavaScript, that section, the document dot writes. Okay? That's what you'll do there. In the next, on 1.7, you're learning how to add variables. So if you declare a variable, you can print the variable. So you're isolating it. Now if you look at 5, step 5 on exercise 1-7 on page 64, we have document.write, we have parentheses, then we have our quotes. We start our HTML with paragraph, right? Then we have our opening sentence, and then we start our quote. And then we have plus island name plus. What we're saying is add in the variable here. We're outside our quote, so we're in JavaScript at that point. Once you go back into quote, you're back in your HTML. It's going to print whatever inside quotes. And then whatever outside the quotes, you have to have pluses between the variables. That's called what? Anyone know?
Concatenating?
Concatenation. Very good. Tracy, you get an A tonight. Considering you didn't know what section we were on about a minute ago, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, section 1.8, you're going to start looking at web forms, adding very basic web form stuff like input boxes, text boxes, that kind of stuff. Then 1.9 is going to really take you for a loop. But if you just keep following step by step with what this tells you to do, it guides you right through it. Okay? This book is easy, isn't it?
but I mean, that's how you learn.
Exactly.
And actually, guys, you make mistakes, you really learn. I promise.
Well, this is not the book I would prefer for this class.
What's in the next one?
It's changed. Those in the fall will not like me. I got this one changed too late, or at least y'all would not like me. But basically, you're just going to build on it and build on it and build on it. But 1.9 is really going to be your killers, where you're adding a big scope of variable, where newsfeed. And basically, a lot of thing with JavaScript is it allows you to create dynamic pages. When we start getting into understanding what's the difference between client-side scripting versus server-side scripting? Anyone know?
Basically where most of the data is processed, and then your client side has a bunch of restrictions, and it can't parse data from the databases on the servers and stuff like that, whereas
The reason back in the early 90s, mid 90s, early 2000s, client-side scripting was very popular. JavaScript was the thing. And the reason being is because it's great for client-side scripting. That means your computer does all the stuff. It forces all the updates. That's why you had to refresh all the time to get updates on your computer. Now with dynamic pages like Facebook, all the news channels that just update automatically, they're doing server-side scripting like ASP, .NET, some PHP. They're on the server side. They can continually update, and you don't ever have to hit F5 on your page anymore. How many of you remember F5 being the refresh button? It still works, but it doesn't do you any good unless you have an old, outdated web page. But that's really the scope of how these exercises are going to go. I know it sounds like it's old and it's tedious, but realistically, this should take you 40 minutes going through, because basically it's just typing everything that it tells you to type and saving them in the files. So that when we come back,
Turned in on the Dropbox side of it.
do what?
What do you actually want turned in on the Dropbox side of it?
All 10 files,
Oh, okay. No, that's cool.
all 10 HTML files.
Oh, so even if we're like the Super Bowl one, you're actually changing? You
Just
want
want
us
the
to
final
stop
file.
and give it to you before we change it?
You just call it 1.9. You know, just say 1.9 Super Bowl 1-9, and save it as that, and then save it again as 1-10, and do all your edits on 1-10. Does that make sense? Whatever you save your 1-9 at the end of 1-9, then copy it, and then rename 1-9 to whatever. So I can distinguish between the two. I mean, when I open it, obviously I'll know. But
Okay, well, no, they're actually getting you to change the name, I'm sorry. At Super Bowl, it starts at 3, and then 4, they change it for, you're changing it, so it's okay.
Super
Sorry.
internal. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, you change it to internal, and you change it to external.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
it
they have
sounds like it's
distinct
not gonna
names,
be a
each
big
section
deal.
does
right.
already.
And as you're looking through, and let me go over real quick through the chapter here of stuff that I really want you to hit on, that you really need to know. I mean, if you really get bored and really want to go through it, you can go step by step through each chapter, and it's building Don's Pizza for chapter 1, then it's building something else for chapter 2, and you have those exercises, the chapter stuff in your student files too. So if that'll help you, some people may, some people may not.
Just for extra practice or something.
Yeah. Like I was talking about server-side and client-side scripting, that's page 18, page 19. When we start getting to the scripting elements, you really want to start focusing on page 22, because you're going to be basically doing the same thing over and over from 1 to 19. Okay? It's the same basic commands over and over and over. From page 21 on, the rest through chapter 1, you'll need to know how to do forms. I would look at your Java reserved words and know that you can't name any variables in those reserved words. Y'all know what reserved words are. There's a couple tables like table 1, 2, you'd want to be familiar with. Table 1, 3, table 1, 4. And then that'll be basically it. Make sure you know those tables. Now, what we're going to do next week is I'm going to start basically going to go over the chapter with you. And my goal, as we start talking with functions, data types, and operations, is we're going to go through the chapter. We're going to build the expressions. And I want to go through that chapter like Don's Pizza was in chapter 1. But you're going to still be responsible for the exercises. All right? I just wanted to show you how to do the exercises this time. Is there any questions?
Is there a schedule of when we need to have the readings done by?
We need to have what?
The reading, when we need to have a particular chapter read by which?
Every week we're doing a different chapter.
Okay, thanks.
I believe. Let's see, there's 12 chapters and we have 16 weeks. I go through 6 before midterm and then the 6 after. So we'll cover 6 till spring break and then do the other 6 after. I don't remember. I don't think we have a midterm in here, do we? Or do we?
I don't think so.
I don't remember what I did on the.
I think we just have the final, at least on the quizzes.
Okay.
We just have the final.
The quiz isn't in the final.
It's just a final exam, in the quiz section anyway.
Okay, then it's just the final exam.
And we have the other languages project.
Yeah.
That'll be
But I'll be working. But my goal is if I can get us through the bulk of this, then you'll have JavaScript well enough known. The other ones are going to be easy because you understand the basic scripting syntax. They're just applying it in the web format. Does that make sense? That's why I don't like this book, because it's not truly
Programming?
straight JavaScript. But JavaScript is really applied in the web app environment. So it's kind of there's not really a better way to do it. I know 7:30 at night class is not the best for programming. Or 7:05 at night class.
Could be worse. I had an 8 a.m.
Or 8 a.m.s.
8 a.m.s or
Yeah, that would be a
Yeah,
short.
that would be fine.
Well,
7:30.
that's okay. In fall they have scripting at 11, so. But anyway, I just wanted to make sure that y'all are okay with y'all and y'all know what's going on. So, are y'all good?
Sir.
All righty.
The sphere was the hardest part. It's harder than anything else.